I don't want to close this wonderful conference. I would much rather like to urge the participants to continue this important work. And there's one thing to pay attention to, which can only be achieved with a certain level of radicality, and that's namely that these wise words should not remain wise words, but should be also understood by the European Union. The European Union should understand that this is a cry, the cry from the desert, because it appears that those who in some way or another would like to reform the institutional system of the European Union do not really have the possibility to make their voices heard in the European bureaucracy. We believe, and I believe, it is important that we all strive to ensure that the governments of the European Union do take the principle of popular sovereignty seriously. You can have a look at Hungary's example when it is about issues that affect the life of people. The government of Orbán Viktor undertakes to make a national consultation, not to make any favors to the civilians, but to make sure that they go into the right direction and that their governance is not hindered by anything. And as concerns sovereignty and subsidiarity, we can just end the topic by saying that we only want to give up as much of our sovereignty as is acceptable to the nation as allowed by our constitution. But I think the issue of subsidiarity is even more important. Where should the answers come from? Well, the answers should come from the place where the questions about the people, about their lives arise. So I think this is an issue which, if the EU bureaucracy does not acknowledge, they will have to face the willpower of the people eventually. Because what is to be taken away from this conference is that all those who spoke up here today spoke up for the survival of the European Union and are urging for cooperation that takes the interests of the simple citizens of the now 27 member states seriously, and it takes it into consideration. It is not by chance that we say that civil initiatives are not meant for the drawers of the European Commission. They are meant for the European Parliament, to be seen by the European Parliament. And if I'm already talking about the Parliament and the Commissions, I just want to say it would be nice to turn the institutional system upside down so that the feet are back on the ground, because it is very annoying when more than 750 European commissioners are having fun from the money of European taxpayers and are just conducting party politics debates. And instead of becoming a professional organization, and instead of providing professional perspectives for the European Council that can be immediately used at the highest level, the European Commission is now just having fun together with the European Parliament. And it's true, Belgian beer is super good. And yes, you can get a lot of money for positions there. You can get various benefits benefits that the simple taxpayers, European Union citizen taxpayers, not even understand. So they can really have a lot of fun and enjoy leisure time there. But I think that reformers that I hope will increase in their numbers and will step up for the ideas represented by EuCET will strengthen the opposition that was mentioned by our Swedish speaker as well. We hope that we will be able to create more platforms around Europe from where our voice can better reach the ivory tower which was built in Brussels. So the point is that we need much less parliament, we need much less European Commission, we need professional committees, and in general we have national assemblies and we have parliaments to decide locally on issues that also affect the European Union as such. Returning to the founding fathers of the European Union, I want to say that we have to strengthen the primate of the economy. Politics has to be restricted and focused on certain policy areas. And I'm sure there are people who are smarter than civilians, for example, foreign policy, environmental protection, or defense policy. These might be policy areas that could be shared policy areas. And if I've already said that we have to turn things upside down, we have to also acknowledge that it is not by accident that the European Council is put together of heads of state and government, and they are very aware of the fact how long they will be in their positions, namely as long as they can represent the rights and the interests of their citizens. And we have to understand that the European Union is our home, it is our second hope, and we must show that there is no misunderstanding, because we sometimes are being attacked in a religious sort of fight which can turn into a civil war, and this has to be prevented. When I listened to the contributions of the unions, I was reminded of Prime Minister Viktor Orban's words when he said that we are a plebeian government, which means that there is solidarity. That it means that the minority has to feel just as well in the country, in our country, as the majority. This refers to those who might become rich as an outstanding business performance. But we have to make sure that it is not the foreign companies that are being enriched, but it is our youth and the future generations of our countries. So these are the thoughts with which I would like to close my remarks. I would like to thank you all for your wonderfully wise words. We will use your thoughts and we will ask you to further support our work. I wish you good night and thought-evoking morning. We will continue with our work. This is the point. Nothing about us without us. Thank you.